Strange, what a joy it is to join you by video in honoring three of the finest people God ever created. When Olivia messaged us and told us of this special day, memories flooded my mind from the pages of yesterday. I remember the first time I met Tim and Julie. I believe Tim's dad, Jerry, was in St. Francis Hospital, and I had gone to visit him and to say a prayer. Later on, Tim and Julie, along with Olivia and Jake, came home to Southport Church of the Nazarene. It didn't take very long for the church to realize what great leaders God had sent to us through the lives of Tim and Julie. They began to work with the youth, and across the years since I've been gone, I'm sure God has enlarged their capacity as leaders in the local church. I do remember Julie being very involved in women's ministry and in Sunday school ministry, children's ministry and youth ministry. I will never forget Backdoor Fellowship, and Tim led the youth, and while I was there, and I'm sure still to this day, is a very effective church board member. I do remember on one occasion I had asked Tim as the youth leader to join me for a conference in Washington, D.C. It was billed as a family and youth conference, and what we found out after we arrived was it was a conference put on by the Unification Church. At that time, it was known as the Moonies. And when we found out the truth, we had gone to the person in charge and told them we really weren't interested in this and how could we get out of this. And they said, well, the only way you can get out of it is to pay for all the expenses that we've already incurred, your airline ticket, your food, your hotel, and we began to add up the cost of all that, and we decided we better stay. So we stayed, and we enjoyed the food and went to the sessions and enjoyed the hotel room. And on the way home, if I remember it correctly, we had an emergency landing in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And I believe Tim and I both were glad to see Indianapolis about midnight that night when we got home. So that's one of the great memories that I have of my time with Tim serving there as a youth leader. And blessings on you both. I am so thrilled that the church has promoted this day for you, and you are so deserving. You are and still very special people to me and my family, and I'm sure to your church family.
Thank you, Miss Julie, for being such an amazing Sunday school teacher and all-around good person. We are so lucky to have you a part of our church community.
Tim and Julie, congratulations on this exciting honor. It is so well deserved. I've been spending some time thinking back about my childhood and my memories with you guys, and I very vividly remember the first Sunday that you came to visit at Southport and how excited Mom and Dad were that you were there, and that got me excited, where I'm like, well, if they think they're cool, then they've got to be really cool. And they were right. I so loved getting to know your family. Jake and Olivia was 3 and maybe 2, and Jake was barely walking, and I just remember how eagerly you guys welcomed us in, and we felt like we became family very quickly. Tim, I loved that you were a generator of movement, that you brought people along with you. I remember Dad regularly saying, hey, Tim's getting some guys together, we're gonna go fix this at the church, or we're gonna work on this, or we're gonna play this game. And that was what you did. You saw a problem and you attacked it, and I so appreciated that. I have so many fond memories of laughing around a table with your family, of playing epic football games and softball games and volleyball games, that you just always were gathering people, and I loved that. You showed up consistently, and that meant a lot. I knew that you guys would be at church and that you would be joyful and that you would be happy to see us. And whether or not you always felt that, it wasn't that it was fake, but that you genuinely delighted in seeing us, and that meant the world to us. Julie, I have so much gratitude for you. I think back on my childhood, and you're just sprinkled throughout it consistently. I still remember sitting in the car driving home from Tennessee on vacation with you, and you just talked to me like I was a peer, not over my head, not anything that I didn't need to talk about, but you engaged with me, I think one of the first times, and I felt like as a woman, and I treasure that so much. And I loved that you let me tag along with you wherever you went, whether that was running errands, whether that was hanging out at home, whether that was throwing a party. There's so many fond memories. I remember getting a driver's license and driving to your house, that wanting to be near where you were, and you never begrudged me of that, and you always invited me in and let me hang out, and I felt seen and I felt heard and appreciated, and that has meant the world to me. And I loved the way that you show hospitality. I so appreciated the way that you parented, and that so much of who I have become as a woman, I know that God used you in so many ways to develop that. So I love you all so much, and I'm so thankful for you, and still vividly remember fishing poles falling to the bottom of lakes with you, and lots of games and lots of laughter. And I'm just so grateful that God allowed our paths to cross for a season of time, and so grateful for the ministry that you all have had in your local church and in the church as a whole. Congratulations on this honor. Love you guys.
Thank you, Miss Julie, for teaching me about Jesus.
Hi, Tim and Julie. Congratulations on receiving the Distinguished Service Award. I'm so excited that you guys are receiving this. So well deserved. I'm surprised you haven't received it by now because of all your service to the church and the community. Just want to say how thankful I am to have had you in my life and your influence and direction. Even today, as I go through life, I think of you guys often. Just as I'm a parent now and deal with my own kids, and I just want to say thank you and congratulations.
Tim and Julie, congratulations on your special day. I've known Tim as long as I can remember. He's definitely prepared me for motherhood. From the get-go, I remember always trying to keep him out of trouble. But I will have to say he's come a long way since then. And Julie was definitely the perfect choice for you. You couldn't have found a more perfect bride. She's been a wonderful sister-in-law, always so much fun to be with. Julie's been a great blessing to our family. Tim and Julie together make a wonderful duo. With all of their many gifts and talents, Tim and Julie have been valuable assets to the kingdom of God. We love you both so very much, so proud of what you're doing and all that you've done for God. We love you.
Hey Chuck, Tim, and Julie. Just wanted to offer my congratulations to you all for your faithful service to the Church of the Nazarene, to Sunday school, to missions, to the church grounds, to the finances, just all the ways that you have helped out with the local church and the church abroad. Long overdue, but hope that all is well this holiday season, and just trust that your families are blessed and honored to be able to celebrate this with you. Wishing you well, and congratulations. Wish I was there to help celebrate, but unfortunately I'm stuck out here in Idaho. Have a wonderful Christmas, and congratulations again. Bye-bye.
Hey Tim and Julie, I just want to say congratulations. No one is deserving of an award like that more than you guys. In all the churches I've served in, whenever I think like what kind of a team can we build to really help us, get things done and share the gospel, you guys are the first people that pop into my head, and I wish I could put you in my pocket and take you everywhere that I go, because you are loyal and dedicated, first ones in, last ones out. And I don't want you to ever think that goes unnoticed, because it does not. We love and appreciate you guys, and I'm so happy for you. You deserve it.
Let me turn my remarks to Chuck Ramsey. Chuck was a part of the church board that called my family to Southport. Chuck has always supported his pastors. He is a man that I still admire. His word was his bond. He stuck to his convictions and his principles. And as a church leader, he was very sensitive to know that God was leading the church in decisions and policy. I never saw Chuck to ever be unfair. It was my privilege to work out at the gym with Chuck for a time. We had many conversations about scripture and spiritual things that impacted our church and our personal lives. I'm sure we didn't always agree, but we always respected one another, and I still do. In closing, let me share a quote that I believe portrays these wonderful leaders that you are honoring today. Someone once wrote, a true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen to the needs of others. A person does not set out to be a leader, but becomes one by the quality of their actions and the integrity of their intent. In the end, they wrote, leaders are much like eagles. They don't flock. You find them one at a time. May God continue to use you, special people, as you honor them today. May you continue to be God's light to brighten the world around you each and every day. God bless you.
This is Eagle Action News reporting to Miss Julie. Hi, Miss Julie. Thank you for teaching me about Jesus, and thank you for doing fun activities for us. Now back to the studio.
Tim and Julie want to add our congratulations to you as you are honored today for the years of service to the church. Certainly, those years of service date back all the way to Southport Church, and we want to chip in our thanks and our congratulations to you both today for your years of service and for what you mean to the church. The church universal would not be what it is today without the blessing of God and without faithful, committed workers like you both. As associate pastor at Southport Church today, I still hear little tricklings of Miss Julie's VBSs from back in the day, and I still hear so much about Tim Cheatham and all the work that he put in at Southport Church and how he meant so much and did so much through the years and how upstanding the Cheatham family was and is. And so today, as you're honored, we want to throw in ours as well. We honor you. We congratulate you. And we at Southport Church thank you for what you mean to us. So from me, my family, and the church here on Southport Road, congratulations. We love you.
Thank you for teaching Miss Julie. You're awesome, and congratulations for winning an award.
Congratulations, Tim and Julie, on this award of service. You served Steve and I for so many years, and you have, by your example, your children are examples of y'all's life and your love for the church and love for God's kingdom.
Hey, Tim and Julie, long overdue. I appreciate the years I got to spend with you. I knew I could count on both of you. I've pastored 4 churches. I don't know that I've ever pastored your equal. It was a challenge to pastor you because sometimes you stepped up at a level that just humbled me. I'll never forget the time I was on a 40-day fast, and we were out somewhere, and I was going to drink coffee, and you were in the group, and you weren't eating, and I said, "Why are you not eating?" And Tim looked at me and said, "My pastor's fasting 40 days, and I'm fasting with him." And I just was humbled. You are a great brother and a great sister, and I'll see you at the table. It won't be long. We're going home. Love y'all.
Turn me around, place my feet